Hello everybody, this is Kyrix, and I want to welcome you back to Final Fantasy V 4 Job Fiesta 2018. As always, links in the description will take you to the website, where you can make a donation to Child Play Charity. Also in the description, you will find a link to my friend Eisen's channel. Not quite sure yet if he's doing a run this year. If so, he probably hasn't started yet. But nonetheless, go over there, show his channel some love. Now, once we get through with this little cutscene, so glad that I remembered to end last video with talking to the king, because even though I did remember that was a step that I would have had to take, you know, when I started this video, doesn't necessarily mean it was a good idea to just leave it up to chance like that. More often than not, I forget shit. One thing I did not, however, forget to do was finish my grind session. Rain is up to level 6 thief. She's got Mug now. Bart's is on his last level of monk. He's got HP 20%. He doesn't have it equipped, but he has it. And the other two don't have their jobs yet. Just like me. Alright, so I could have done my grind here, but that would have required two things. A, it would have taken longer, though I would have had a lot more money to show for it. And B, I would have had to either skip the scene we just watched entirely, which kind of defeats the point, or I would have had to make a mini-vid saying, hey, here's the thing, and then either cut or do the grinding on screen, or just like stuff. Yeah, these wild knacks will be important later for grinding. Man, I'm gonna miss that shot at my hunters. But then again, I've got a good mixed attack routine. I mean, we're a little, I'm not gonna lie, we're a little lacking in the defense department, or the offense department. Rather, we got great defense in general. But our offense is sadly not good at all. Well, we'll get through it. I've done more with less. It's such a shame that none of them are tamers. Though to be fair, tamer is a really weird job. It's very hard to do properly. It's not a bad job, but you gotta catch the right Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise the whole thing falls apart rather quickly. I'm just glad that Chemist wasn't an option. Again, I keep cracking on the Chemist class. It's not a bad class. It's just more complicated than I'm willing to put the effort in. If you're willing to consult the charts and learn all the really cool shit, then Chemist is a nightmarishly powerful class. And not to be underestimated. I don't have the time or patience for that bullshit. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a couple ice rods while we're here. Just enough to get us through the boat. I think 3 or 4 ought to do the trip. Now, obviously, I'm gonna get the one and then they're gonna arrest us. Because they do every year. I mean, you'd think... I've been doing this for 3 years now. You'd think we'd have learned to not get caught by the authorities, but no, we're slow learners. Kind of Final Fantasy V in a nutshell. Slow learners, and they can't have nice things. Sounds about right. See, we're gonna zip over here. I'm gonna hold off buying other equipment, unless it's for people we already have. Like, if I see thief gear or monk gear, I'm gonna snag it, but I am, for the time being, gonna hold off on any more freelancer gear. I mean, if I find it, that's one thing, but I ain't buying anything more. I'm buying rods because I know I can use them, but for now, like I said, I'm concentrating on ice rods because they're what I need. Now, I know I said there's no fast forwarding, but it's Sid's dirty voice. so much. Horse feathers. Don't you mean pony feathers, Sid? If you're gonna fuck it up correctly. It's sad that even when he fucks up, he can't do that right, you know? Hate him so much. I don't really, but you gotta admit, this is far and away the most pathetic Sid the series has ever fucking produced. So, again, goal for this one is to get the fire crystal. Get the fire crystal, hook myself up with the red mage job. I may or may not, probably will, do a grind fest for once I get the red mage job. Probably wait till I get the airship though, for many reasons. For one thing, I gotta get the rings again. Every year, you know me, I gotta get the rings. I'm working with a lot less than is optimal, especially now. I'm working with far less than is optimal. I need those rings. And, sorry about the line. I need those rings. And the reason I was, thinking about delaying the grind is because I don't necessarily need dual cast, although it would help considerably. But I don't really have the option of waiting for White Mage. Because as soon as I get the Earth Crystal job, Galuf leaves until I cross into the next world. Spoilers! Yeah, this is my fourth fucking run. If you don't know the story by now, I ain't fucking coddling you anymore. So I don't really see the point in delaying. I just wanna... Because, I mean, yes, I can get them both ground up at once, because right now, if I decide to do Red Mage now, if I decide to grind Red Mage all the way up to dual cast, and if you're gonna grind Red Mage, you're gonna grind a dual cast. There's no other reason to grind. You know, it's just not even worth the effort, you know. But, did I get it? I did get it. So we're gonna get that. Grab 2 or 3 more, if it'll let us. Oh, shit, we got it. You're gonna open that. But, sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. Shiny shit! You know me with shiny shit. Okay, so, if I were to delay, which I could, and do Red Mage when I get White Mage, I won't have to grind twice, but when I finally do the grind, I'm going to be grinding with less effect. Because when I grind here, it's also, in addition to getting dual cast, it's going to be to get the rings, which are expensive. And I'm going to want the coral rings, which I learned from hard experience. That's the ring. I'll check. But I'm pretty sure coral ring is the ring that above all else I need. What this one is, but these are pretty much the last black spells she will learn. I can get all the white spells, there's no reason not to. Because I mean, even the ones that Ferris can't use, Gallop and his granddaughter really need. But yeah, I think this gets us caught up in the Red Mage territory. Again, we're missing that one. I forget what it is. It's probably one of the special ones. I don't much care. It's not a huge thing, really. But yeah, for those who didn't remember, why is Kyrix buying the Frost Rods and nothing else? Because the boss in the boat is a fire creature, and right now, if Red Mage had been the wind or water crystal job, I would have one Frost Rod, put it on said wizard, and just be done with it. But right now, that is my only means to cast magicals. So I'm gonna use it to cast. And in most games, you could just use them as an item, but in this, you have to have it equipped, and then use it as an item, which means only freelancers and 720 jobs are even able to do it at all. And as it turns out, I have both of those things. Not right now, but right now I have the freelancers, and later on I will have some 720s. But yeah, right now I'm in money conserve. For the record, the reason these things have got me so antsy is because they have, I want to call it the flash spell. It blinds you, and as you notice, all of my characters are currently physical attackers. All of them, no exceptions. Especially Bards. Well, you know what I mean, but... and right now, Bards is really the one with an innate way to cure with blindness if you get something. So those crew dusts are bad fighters. They can put a damper on us with real goddamn things. So we're gonna focus fire on that little asshole. I'll worry about the rest of them later. That sounds like a plan. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna reiterate this before I get distracted again. Matter of fact, here. I could, and I'm pretty sure I covered it all, but I could wait until I get White Mage and grind them both and just have one big grind session. Or I could split them up, and if I split them up, I have the option to get at least one full set, if not all 3 sets of the rings before World 2. Because I won't be able to get them until World 3 otherwise, and that's a long ways away. But, I opt to do the delay and get at least the 1 set of rings. It's kind of a big deal. That's not to say that'll be the only grind session anyway. Matter of fact, I have what I would call almost a required grind session in the shield tower, where I have to get reflect rings. I don't have to, but I'm fucking gonna. Because reflect rings are kind of a big deal. Just in general. And they are incredibly, stupidly handy to have. It's really good. Not as much, since we have both a red and white mage. But, nonetheless, it's something you're going to want to keep handy because of reasons. Just zinging bad guys' own spells back at him is wonderful. And as I keep saying, there it fucking is. God damn it. Turns out I'm actually practice. I'm not too iffed about it right now. simply because the kick will at some point make short enough work of them all. And there is a save point somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, but there is one. And I can just cottage all this bullshit away. And it will. So... yeah, Reflect Rings, zinging a bad guy spells back at him is the best thing. It's a great way to keep your damage flowing. It's nice, it's real sexy. Great, wholesome way to share time with your family. Damn it, you guys. That's it, we're leaving the boat. We're off the ship. I need some eye drops. God damn it. I mean, unless there's a fucking bed I can jump in. I'll do that. No bed. For a minute there, I honestly thought that geezer would fucking stop me, and I would absolutely knock him on his ass if he tried to, because that's bullshit. You know, ironically... hold on, let me see. Guess I can put it out of here. Yeah, ironically, we don't have the teleport spell yet that would have gotten us out of the place faster. Or at least back here faster. But, yeah, that's a spell I think we get after the ship, like right after. A little, oh my god, everything's exploding sequence, you know. Alright, let's get some... yeah, I sorely underestimated how many of these I've been eating. There we go, that's how you do it. Alright, so yeah, I thought I'd be halfway to the boss by now. I was wrong. Fucking Sid. Shit makes me fast forward. Ooh, I'm sleepy all of a sudden. I blame the phone game. One of my little games is in the middle of a segment, where you know, it's a special event. It ends in 3 days, and there's perks for doing shit, and it's all time because it's a fucking phone game. Of course, it's time. I mean, what do you expect? Common courtesy and decency from a fucking phone game? What are you, mad? But yeah, in addition to the normal, you know, actual mission, there's a little side thing where you're competing with other people, trying to gather a certain amount of resources in a certain amount of time, and it is a colossal pain in the ass, and basically every hour or so I check on the phones. And because I am short on money and cannot afford the really good characters that do the extra of whatever resource it is they're gathering, I have to be on the ball just to break even. As opposed to the last event where I had a whole bunch of the characters just by sheer dumb luck and was able to be competitive. I, in fact, just barely, by the way, got in the top 100 for the first prize, and it's like numbers 101 to 500 is second prize, and then up to 1,000 is the final one, you know. And I happen to have had enough to get first prize because I cheated. Now, I don't mean I cheated in a way like I fucked the system or something. What I did was I looked at the leaderboard to see how many people there were, what points they had, etc. And then I used my in-game real currency, which I had some free shit from doing missions, a certain store that dropped them, and so on and so forth, and sped up my collection fast enough with a specific character so that I became number 97 and just stayed there. Because there was only like 3 hours left in the thing anyway. So yeah, I gamed the system. Not in a malicious way or anything. I mean, it's not like I was hacking the phone or some shit. But that's not going to happen this time. I'll be lucky if I stay in the second place running, because I am depleted. That being said, the main mission I am running hot on. There's in the big main missions, there's always these let's call them page breaks, where it's like, okay, you got to this quest here, you can just wait a day or two for the next segment to start, so that everyone has a chance to catch up, etc. You know. Or you can pay a stupidly high amount of money to just start the next thing. Let's say, to put it in a numerical amount, pay about $20 to skip to the next stage, or more, you know. And I mean, skipping to an early point at all is exorbitant. Like, even starting a minute early can cost you like $2, you know, worth of in-game currency. You know, whereas normally that wouldn't even cost you like a penny. But there have been 3 such page breaks in this so far, and I have been ahead of the curve on all of them so far. Which means that I'm making really good time, despite, you know, not having the premium characters it wants me to have. And I am in good stand to finish this in the next 3 days and get the character up. At which point, I really gotta go and swap my phone out, because this thing is busted as fuck. You know, it's broken. My phone is fucking broken as far as phone calls go. I really can't make phone calls. It's not good. Ooh, that's absolutely necessary. As I recall this, yup, that increases my steal rate. That's something I'll be wearing for the rest of the goddamn game. But, the downside to this is to keep current with all this shit, I have to basically be available every hour or so, which means my sleeping has not been what it should be. Well, that fixed one problem and added another one. Oh well. At least she wasn't paralyzed. Well, at least she wasn't blinded, rather. She was paralyzed. But, now, for a normal human being, which I am not, but we'll get into that in a minute. Which isn't to say I'm a superhuman or something, I just happen to have a particularly useful trait that I'll discuss in just a moment. For a normal human, that would be bad. As it is, I am a catnapper. Which, no, I don't steal kittens. Although it wouldn't surprise most of my friends if in fact I do. I am very much a cat person. But, no, what it means is I can grab 5 minutes of sleep and get the same effect as someone sleeping for like 6 hours. You know, I do good. I do good with naps. Like, stupid good. Shamefully good, you know? So, when I put a cat nap in, when I sleep for an hour, you know, I can reap quite a bit of benefit from that. It's like 3 or 4 hours of sleep for a normal person. That's just kind of how I roll. And I think it's partly hereditary, because my mother can do the same thing. And yes, it annoys both of us that we can do that. Because sometimes you just want to actually conk out for fucking 6 hours. Nope, I'm up in 20 minutes. Yay, biology! But part of it was actually deliberate. Years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I actually, believe it or not, trained myself to do that exact thing. Which is, yes, this is the middle. I am. I think I wanted this one. But I read somewhere, I think it was on crack.com, but it might have been somewhere else, like, oh, here's a little life hack you can do to get so much amount of sleep and get the benefit of so much more, you know? And I don't remember the specifics of it. I think this is a back row weapon that she can. We're gonna back row her. I don't remember the exact specifics of it, but it was something like stay awake for like 3 or 4 hours, sleep for 20 minutes, rinse and repeat as needed, kind of thing, you know? And they even said this takes weeks to reap the benefits of, and long before you get to that point, you will fucking hate yourself for doing it. Because what it does is it tricks your body, allegedly. This is what it's supposed to do. What it's supposed to do is to trick your body into going into REM sleep sooner. Because what it is you don't go into REM sleep right away, and that's allegedly where you get your actual restful, I did good sleep, you know. Like, normally it could take, I don't know, a couple of hours to dip into proper REM sleep. And you only get, say, maybe an hour to an hour and 20 minutes of REM sleep, allegedly. But using this trick, you trick your body into, oh, well, he's only going to sleep for 20 minutes, snap into it immediately. So the way it's supposed to work is it accustoms you to jump straight into REM sleep. So, with you grabbing 20 minutes at a time and having REM sleep throughout almost the entirety of it right away, you get 2 hours of REM sleep as opposed to a normal human's significantly not that much. And I was in the process of getting to that point. Oh dear God, that hurts so much. That's a level 3. Yeah, fuck level 2. That is, in fact, as I thought, a level 3 rock. So I'm going to, in the future, not right now, in the future, stockpile the ever-loving shit out of all of those. Because why would you? I mean, that's a level 3 spell. I literally cannot cast this. Bad? I'm gonna go with bad. Bart's just gonna chop it. You are gonna hit that other frost rod and not use it yet. Or I'm gonna use it. But yeah, I never, or shall we say, finished the program. I make it sound like it's a class I signed up for. It wasn't. It was just a thing that I was in the process of accustoming myself to do. And I never got to the point, or at least I don't think I ever did. And yet, I have lingering effects from that, you know. I got somewhat to that point. So, while I never got all the way there, that, combined with my own innate ability to catnap, basically means that I can get restful sleep from less than optimal circumstances. Which, as you can imagine, is quite useful to have. Now, I don't think I get the whatsits right now. I think I have to, I think I have to wait until after I'm out of here to get the crystal shards. But I could be wrong. It could be that I grab the shards first and then we're good, but I think it happens after the castle blows up. But yeah, basically, like I said, the whole checking my phone every hour thing is fucking with my sleep. But because of how my biology's been working, just my whole life, and that catnap training I put myself through, I don't need as much sleep. So I can actually get by, for the most part, on that hour of sleep for about a week or so, and then I need to start catching up, and by catching up I mean sleeping 12 or so hours a day. Or compensating by sleeping about 6 hours or so with me rolling over to fuck with the phone for 5 minutes and then going right back to sleep. So we're actually going to end on this clip. Actually, no, we're not, because I'm gonna want to get some sleep after this and do that grind session between videos. And if I end on this as a cliffhanger, I have to immediately do the next video and play for about a half an hour before I can stop and do the grinding. And I really don't want to do that, given what's coming up next. I think it's the library that's up next, and that's a pain in the ass. It's not as bad as the sandworm, but it's pretty fucking bad. Okay, as I recall, there's like a... Either we're already fully charged, or there's a juicer right there. Okay. But I think there's a juicer right here that we can slurp off of and charge up again. So I'm gonna quickly hit the re-equip on Ferris down there. She'll probably get her axe back. Because I don't want to waste that ice rod now. But yeah, I've decided that I will grab a couple rods, maybe 5 of each, before I go to World 3. Before I go to World 2. Because you can get them in World 3 again, but not in World 2. And sometimes you just need a level 3 spell. Don't get me wrong, my level 2s will do quite well when I can, you know, do them all at once. But actually, you know what? We're in a cottage, even though I should not be allowed to fucking do this with a 10-minute countdown. And, we actually are gonna save. So I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.